Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. Today we are going to study chapter 8 Introduction to Trigonometry, and especially today we are going to study the concept trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So let's try to understand what is this trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. So first of all, try to understand what is called complementary angles. So complementary angles means the angle whose sum is 90 degree are known as complementary angles. Now if you take here right angle triangle we know that the sum of the angles of the triangle is 180 degree. So that means angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree. But then right angle triangle means we know that one angle will be 90 degree. So that means angle A plus angle B is 90 degree, then angle C equal to 180 degree. So that means A plus C, angle A plus angle C together it will be 90 degree, because this comes here means it will get minus, so we will get 90. So that means this is complementary angle. So angle A plus angle C is known as complementary angles. So the sum of two angles when it is 90 degree, we call that angle as a complementary angles. So now that's about complementary angles. Now let's see what is trigonometric ratio. So trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Okay. So trigonometric ratio, we know that trigonometric ratio you have studied, that is sine, okay, sine theta, cos theta. I'll write down here sine, cos, tan. Here I'll write cosec, sec, cot. Okay. So now these are trigonometric ratios how we have studied. I have told you that how we write the ratio. That is prince beating princess, horribly beating. So what is this? P stands for perpendicular, H stands for hypotenuse, B stands for base. So now if I have to take A as a theta, okay, sine A, so everything I'll take A as a theta. Okay, my theta is A, means theta means what? Angle. So let's consider this angle A is our theta. Then how we will write the ratios here? That means opposite to theta, if this is my angle, if I want to know the value of A, this is my angle. Okay, so that opposite to theta becomes perpendicular, and opposite to 90 degree becomes hypotenuse, and the other side becomes base. Okay, so if I take sine A value, if I want to know sine A value, how I will write the ratio? So sine A will be, so this also I have told you how to write. This is sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. This is a way of remembering. Okay, the trigonometric ratios in the introduction I have explained to you, way of remembering this. So that means sine means perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So perpendicular upon hypotenuse means perpendicular is what? BC. Hypotenuse is AC. So same way can we write for all these things cos A. So cos A means, cos means base upon hypotenuse. So base is what? Base is AB, and hypotenuse is AC. Okay, same way for tan. For tan, perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is BC and base is AB. So same way we have to write for cosec also. Cosec is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. So hypotenuse is AC, perpendicular is BC. Then sec is hypotenuse upon base. Hypotenuse is AC, base is AB. So cot is base upon perpendicular. So base is AB and perpendicular is BC. Okay, so this is for the value of sine theta, means sine A, when we have theta is A is here. Okay, so already we have said that A plus C together it will give us 90 degree, means these are complementary angles we say. Now if I want to know the value for A, this is how we write the ratios I told you. So let me tell you, keep it this as equation 1. So now if we want to know our theta is C, okay, so now I write my theta is C. Okay, now if theta is C, then what happens? Opposite to the theta side becomes perpendicular, opposite to 90 degree becomes hypotenuse, the other side becomes base. So now if I want to write the value for C, then can I write like this? Instead of writing sine C, can I also write like this? Sine, instead of writing C, can I write from 90 degree, if I minus A, I will get C. So from 90 degree, if I minus A, okay, from 90 degree, because we know that sum of both the angles are 90 degree. So if I want to know the value of C, from 90 if I minus this, I will get C. See here you see. If I want to know the value of C, then from 90 I have to minus A, then I'll get the value of C. So if I keep my theta C, so instead of writing sine C, I also can write 90 minus A. Okay, so if that is the case, then my ratio what I will get, let us see. So cos 90 minus A, tan 90 minus A. So same way here also I'll write cosec 90 minus A, sec 90 minus A, cot 90 minus A. Same way as we wrote the ratio here for A, now we are writing for C. So instead of writing C, I am writing from 90, if I minus A, I will get the C value. So instead of writing C, like this also can be written. Okay. So now let us write the ratio. Now for sine. So sine 90 minus A. So what can we write? So now we know that theta is C, means opposite to theta becomes perpendicular and opposite to 90 degree the hypotenuse and base. So now if we have to write the ratio, how we will write? So sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So now perpendicular is what now? AB. And hypotenuse remains AC, same. Okay. So then for cos. So for cos, base upon hypotenuse. Now base is here BC. And hypotenuse is AC. So BC upon AC. Then for tan. Tan is perpendicular upon base. So perpendicular is AB and base is BC. So same way here for cosec. Cosec is hypotenuse upon perpendicular. Hypotenuse is AC. Perpendicular is AB. So for sec, hypotenuse upon base. So hypotenuse is AC and base is BC. Then for cot, base upon perpendicular. So base is BC, perpendicular is AB. Okay, let's take this as equation 2. Okay, now from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2, let's see what we get. What do we get? See, here you see sine 90 minus A is AB upon AC. Now AB upon AC is what actually? AB upon AC. Here AB upon AC. Let me take pencil. Okay, AB upon AC. So sine 90 minus A is equal to AB upon AC, means AB upon AC is what actually cos it is. Okay, it is actually cos A. So now cos 90 minus A is BC upon AC. So BC upon AC is what actually sine A. So this is sine A. So can I say this can be written as a sine A? Instead of this, can we write sine A? So same way, tan 90 minus E. Tan 90 minus E is AB upon BC. So AB upon BC, where we have AB upon BC is here. So that means instead of AB upon BC, can we write cot A? So this can be written as cot A. So same way here, cosec 90 minus A is AC upon AB. So AC upon AB, AC upon AB is here. So that means sec A. So this can be written as sec A. So then sec 90 minus A is AC upon BC. So AC upon BC is cosec. So this can be written as a cosec A. So now here cot 90 minus A is equal to BC upon AB. So BC upon AB is this tan A. So this can be written as a tan A. So from equation 1 and 2, we can write that sine 90 minus A is equal to cos A, and cos 90 minus A is equal to sine A, and then tan 90 minus A is equal to cot A, and cosec 90 minus A is equal to sec A, and sec 90 minus A is equal to cosec A, and cot 90 minus A is equal to tan A. So from equation 1 and 2, we have got this. Actually, you don't need to prove this, all only for you to understand. This is proved. This is what you have to actually remember, that sine 90 minus A is equal to cos A, and cos 90 minus A is equal to sine A. Just equal to each other they are. Okay. So you see, sine 90 minus A is cos A, and then cos 90 minus A is sin A. So they are both interchanging. So same way here, this you see, cosec. Cosec 90 minus A is sec A, and sec 90 minus A is cosec A. So these two are interchanging. Okay. So cosec means it will become sec A, and then sec 90 minus A means cosec. So these two are interchanging. And this cot 90 minus tan 90 minus A is cot A, and cot 90 minus A is tan A. So these two are interchanging. So this you have to remember, and this is important for exercise 8.3 to do it. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you and God bless you.